Hello and welcome back to another Walking Dead video, and today I'm going to talk about Father Gabriel and why I personally think Gabriel has the best character arc in the whole show. So be warned for spoilers, as I will be talking about some major story moments for Father Gabriel and how they affected him and my overall thoughts on his character arc. So sit back, relax, and let's jump right into the story of Father Gabriel. So part 1, The Coward. When we first met Father Gabriel in Season 5 Episode 2, he was stuck on a rock surrounded by walkers until Rick and the group stumble across him and save him. However, Gabriel could not have come across Rick at a worse time. At this point in the story for Rick and everyone, they are at their most deadliest and do not trust Father Gabriel, with Rick suspecting he is hiding something. The group then quickly found out he was unable to kill any walkers and proved to be more of a nuisance than anything. Carl then eventually finds carvings around the back of the church, and Gabriel is forced to tell everyone that he locked other people out of the church, and when he heard their screams, he was too much of a coward to let them in, leaving them to be eaten by walkers. When the group leaves to head north, Gabriel tags along, still carrying the guilt of what he has done and it taking a little part of him each day. Once the group gets to Alexandria, Gabriel wastes no time and tells Diana what he really thinks about Rick and the group and that they are dangerous. This leads to conflict with Sasha, and Gabriel, unable to live with what he has done, begs for death. But Sasha does not let him, forcing Gabriel to face his sins. Part 2, First Steps. After learning to forgive himself, Gabriel starts his redemption arc in Season 6, with him starting to offer help to Rick and his group. He is denied at first, but Gabriel is there when Rick needs him most in No Way Out. During the Walker attack on Alexandria, Gabriel offers to take Judah to safety, facing the Walker horde alone. After No Way Out, Gabriel earns the trust of the group and starts to learn how to kill walkers and realizes the world is no longer black and white. This leads to Gabriel taking his first life at the satellite, and when Rick needs him again, Gabriel is left in charge of Alexandria when Rick has to leave to save Maggie. And then part 3, Hope. Once Rick comes back and the introduction of Negan, everyone is broken, but Gabriel is there for them, giving them speeches, hope, and telling them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. During this low time for the group, Gabriel steps up and takes a bigger role within the community to try and help them rebuild themselves, and to help them to realize that they can beat the saviors. Part 4, Test of Faith. In Season 8, once Gabriel gives everyone hope, he is a test of faith and loses hope himself. The war brings Gabriel his first real challenge since the fall, with him being captured, getting sick, losing an eye, and causing the death of Dr. Carlson. Gabriel is left hopeless after all this, questioning God, but by the end of the season, the saviors lose, and Gabriel finds his faith again. Part 5, The Leader. After many time jumps and the disappearance of Rick Grimes, Alexandria loses its leader, and Gabriel steps up to the plate and joins the Council of Alexandria as the head. After everything he has been through, Gabriel is a very strong and just leader. Gabriel also takes the responsibility of Negan, trying to guide and reform him, even if Negan has a way of getting under people's skins. During the War of the Whisperers, Gabriel is a key player, with him managing the resources of the communities and having to try and keep a cool head, while many other characters are off losing their minds and making everything worse. Gabriel ends up being the de facto leader at times, and at times leads the group to battle. During this war, Gabriel shows how far he has come, with him in Season 10 Episode 16 staying behind in the hospital, ready to sacrifice himself to save everyone else. However, he is saved at the last minute by Elijah, but this war took a heavy toll on him, and by the end of the war, Gabriel loses his faith in God and becomes a very cynical and untrusting man. In this period, Gabriel killed anyone he saw as a threat and showed no mercy. It took the Reaper arc to show how faith in God can be twisted, and the introduction of the Commonwealth for Gabriel to find his faith again. And finally, part 6, Opening the Gates. After everything Gabriel has gone through, it all leads to the final episode of The Walking Dead, when the walkers break into the Commonwealth and Pamela locks herself in a compound, leaving the citizens of the Commonwealth to die. Daryl and the group start a standoff with Pamela and her soldiers, but the citizens start to run towards the gates of Pamela's compound, with walkers not far behind them. Gabriel sees this and turns to peace, opening the gates and letting all the citizens in at the risk of his own life. The opening of the gates shows how far Father Gabriel has come, with him finally being able to do what he could not do all those years ago. It is a real full circle moment and the completion of his arc, and that is the complete story of Father Gabriel, from coward to leader to hero. And that is why he is one of my most favourite characters in The Walking Dead, because he is one of the only characters really to get a clear and complete character arc in the show. For me, he went from being this really annoying side character to being one of my most favourite characters in the final seasons of the show. And him opening the gates is just this perfect way to finish his redemption arc and to finish his story. The scene is just absolutely perfect. And that's why I really like Father Gabriel and his character arc, because it is not done in just one season, or it's done, okay, and we're going to carry him on. They took their time with Father Gabriel. We had many different aspects of him, and he had these many challenges, but he always overcame them. And they really did do Father Gabriel justice. And this is it for me today, so I hope you enjoyed my video on why I think Father Gabriel has the best character arc in The Walking Dead. So goodbye, peace out, and I'll talk to you later.